Here today on a service call for this Temperzone 37 kilowatts package unit. The call is that it's not working. That was it. Bit of background, I was here maybe 4 or 5 months ago on a maintenance. This is it was like a one-off one that I did. Found that the stage 1 condenser fan capacitor was reading 0 microfarad, so the fan wasn't spinning, tripped out on high pressure. I took stage 2 capacitor, put it on there because it was a 12 UF and apparently they're like liquid gold. Took that around just to get stage 1 up and running, disconnected stage 2 and said we need to come back and replace the capacitors. Now, as far as I'm aware, that obviously hasn't happened, and now here we are. So yeah, we'll jump into it and see what we can find. All right, no fault codes, nothing appears to be tripped. There's that faulty 12 UF capacitor, and there's the A1 for the second stage compressor. Anyway, what do we got? Room temp, system running, 20.1 degrees. What's our set point? Cool set point, heat set point. I mean, it's... yeah, right, okay. Let's go in and change that and we'll yeah, we'll get this into call. Compressor runs. There you go. What we're going to do, I haven't got, like I said, any 12 UF. I called up some suppliers and none of them have them. So what we're going to do, I've got a 10 UF in the car. Just to do a full analysis of this thing, we're going to replace that with a 10 UF, reconnect in stage 2, get the whole thing up and running. We'll probe up and we'll just make sure there are no other issues that present themselves. All right, all probed up, ready to go. Wired back in. Let's roll. Oh. Motherfuckers drop back to go. That's really annoying. Just waiting for heat to kick on now. There we go. We're currently just waiting for our second stage to fire up, but it's looking pretty good. It's a fixed metering device. Like the orifices. So superheat's looking pretty good. Subcooling's a little high, taking it off the discharge line though, so that's fine. Outdoor air temp. Supply and return, I mean, I'll wait until the full system's running to really look into that, but outside of that, stage 1's looking pretty good. Alrighty, second stage just fired up then. So we'll see what that does to our supply air temps. Temp is pretty high, so we might look into fan speeds and belts and all that kind of stuff on the indoor. Both those fans, they're both running. But I'm going to see, actually, they should be running at 100% obviously. So what we'll quickly do is test those 2 fan boards to suss out if they are running 100%. 10 volts DC, 100%. Again. And 100% on that one too. It's actually sitting a little loose. See if I can push that in. Both boards outputting 230 and both pulling 2.1 amps as well. So those are operating fine. With that high temp split and high condensing temp, we're going to check those filters, man. Something tells me. That's pretty good. So is there two? Actually, if there's two in there, let's take them both out as well. Tasty. So you can see condensing temps dropping, temp splits dropping. VAP temp's looking really good. Superheat's looking really good. We'll see our subcooling drop as well with our condensing temp. Look, honestly, stage 1's looking really good. What we'll do, we'll probe up on stage 2, have a look into that, see if anything stands out there. So those are going to be the main problem. You can kind of see it's all kind of coming into line a bit better now. So Delta T is looking a hell of a lot better. They're aiming for about 15k on these units, and everything else is looking really good. Probe up on the second one, and then we might have a look at the belt as well, just to make sure that that's it's got proper tensioning. So indoor fan amps 3.1. We're allowed to run 6.3. So yeah, we'll pull off and have a look at that, the tension of that belt and the condition of that belt. So belt looking a little loose. Probably got a bit of room to play with, so I'll get this one tightened. Doesn't look in the greatest condition, but same issues with those filters, right? So they get quoted up for this particular site and they just don't approve anything. So I mean, to be honest, yeah, we'll just try to do what we can do here. Yeah, it's one of those things, unfortunately. Belt's tight now, so pretty happy with that. We use that tensioning tool. Yeah, looking good, man. We will, no bearing noise, perfect, man. I reckon that fan motor's OEM, crazy. Anywho, so when we reapplied power, we actually lost all of the settings in here. There is a battery back there that we can replace, which is why this thing is losing all of its settings when it loses power too. So yeah, we'll I don't carry those batteries around, to be honest with you, so we'll have to bring one back, or you know, whatever. But yeah, we'll put this thing back together. We've tightened the belt. We'll test stage 2, make sure that's all sweet. So just had to reset the time again. Amp draw 3.2 to 3.3, so not much of an increase, but still better than nothing. Yeah, we'll wait for this thing to kick on stage 2, and then we'll make sure that we're looking all right refrigerant wise there. Stage 2's just started then. So I've been running for a little bit now. So superheat's a little high currently, but it is coming down. Like I said, these are fixed, or like the fixed metering devices, so it takes a little while for them to stabilize out. Subcooling's a little high, but we are taking it off discharge, as I said. Supply air 38, that's pretty good. Temp split 15.7. So on these ones, they're looking for about 15k in heating mode. You can see obviously our condensing temp's a hell of a lot better without those blocked filters in there. Currently, man, this thing's looking like it's operating really nicely. So superheat stabilized out around 8k, not too bad. Subcooling, like I said, taking off the discharge line, so I'm not too stressed about that. Condensing temps, VAP temps looking pretty good. Supply temp of 41, temp split is 16.5. Yeah, man, this thing's doing everything it can. What we've decided to do is we're going to try to clean those filters. I mean, you can clean them, but they're designed to be thrown away, those ones. So we'll clean them just to at least get them up and running, but we'll still obviously say they need to replace them. Replace the battery in the Viking controller, replace the capacitor, come back and replace the capacitors on that, because like I said, I've now got a 10 in there just to get this stage up and running, but I'm honestly probably going to keep it in there so we can come back. And I have a feeling that I also quoted the other one, because I think that was running low as well. But outside of that, man, this thing's working nicely. Stage 2's just satisfied, because we've now actually the entire thing's just satisfied because we've just hit our set point of 24 degrees. So yeah, this thing's working nicely. I'm happy with how this thing's performing. So yeah, like I said, we'll get them to replace those parts, come back and sort that out. But in the meantime, thank you for watching this video.